Welcome.
To another episode of Lyrical Breakdown.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm Lisa.
Oh, I'm Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Hi. Thank you for joining me on this podcast.
All right, so we're on episode number 25.
25.
Yes.
All right. That's pretty good.
It is. And we're going to do a song called Wasted on You
Okay.
by Evanescence.
Evanescence.
I always mess up the name
That's fine.
all the time. That's
Right.
a hard name
Yeah.
for me. And it's off of their newest album that's releasing on March 26, 2021. So
It's not even out yet.
No, the single is. You can get the single,
Okay.
but the album's not out. So I thought, well, why not do something that's like brand spanking new?
Might as well.
Yeah.
With the first.
Yeah. So there's not a whole lot out there yet about
Right.
this song and what it means because,
That's right. We are the first people to break it down.
yeah. We might not be,
We
but
might
that's
not
okay.
be, but-
That might be a lie. I didn't look into it.
Yeah.
So-
Well, we are self-proclaimed the first.
Yeah. So that's the song we're going to do today. And I got a little bit lazy on the drink of the day.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
So I just looked to see what was in the fridge.
What'd you come up with?
Well, I got these to take to a party. I thought they would be good. So I know how they taste, but you haven't tasted it yet.
I haven't.
And I'd rather just use them up because I don't want them again.
It
Ever.
is a White Claw, hard seltzer, black cherry.
Yep. So
I've never had a White Claw, and I was priding myself on that.
But now I'm going to make you do it.
But
So
now
for the
it's a
podcast.
spiked sparkling water with a hint of black cherry. Well, that sounds just
And
delicious.
it's 5% alcohol per volume at 100 calories. And it's gluten-free. So the people that... I think that's why it's popular, because the gluten people can't drink a lot.
I mean, is there that
so-
many people that are actually allergic to gluten?
Like everybody I meet nowadays, I'm gluten intolerant.
Yeah, it's like a lot of other things, but it's crafted using our unique brew pure process and only the finest flavors to deliver a surge of pure refreshment in a hard seltzer like no other. White Claw.
So if I
Hard
remember
seltzer.
it correctly, it wasn't like the worst thing I've ever tasted, but it wasn't like the best thing I've ever tasted. So I'm definitely just not going to get it again.
Okay.
I had something kind of like I thought I had a seltzer before, but it was really nummy. I just don't know what brand it was. So
I don't know.
I just
I don't,
didn't know
I'm
what
not much
to
of a
try.
seltzer guy, but we'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, so let's try this. It's a good pop.
Yeah, it's a good crack of the can.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Here we go.
Look at your face. I wish you guys could see it.
That was kind of a letdown, really. It's like when they say a hint of black cherry, that's what they mean. Like
So,
it's like
taking you don't like it. What do you
it's
taste?
like a black soda like pop that's been sitting on the shelf for weeks open. There's like
think
there's really no flavor left, but
I don't think it's that bad.
it's not good. It's just I think there's more like black cherry flavor maybe. But it's like
It's
just
like-
enough where it makes it taste like
It's kind of like
an accident.
back in the day that the huge popular drink was Canadian Dry. Do you remember that drink?
That's
back in
ginger
the-
ale, yeah.
It's not ginger ale. It's like sparkling water. Canadian Dry. Is that ginger ale? It came in a bottle and it was sparkling water and it was like
Unless they
Canadian
made,
something.
I think Canadian Dry, I think might be the name brand, but I know I've only ever seen their ginger ale. So
Oh, you're right on that. Yeah, I don't know what it was like a sparkling water and it kind of is like reminiscent of that. Like I don't taste any alcohol. I just taste like an like a like flavorless.
You ever left like your pop bottle in the car and it like froze,
No,
and you take a sip of it,
no,
and it's like super flat and tasteless? That's kind of what it tastes like.
no. I've not done that, but
Well, you should try that, and it's
Doesn't
just
it
like drinking a White Claw.
so if you like something that only has a very small hint of black cherry,
Of actual flavor.
then you might like it. If you are a big fan of drinking just like club soda or tonic without anything in it, you might like it.
Yeah. I think
If
that's
you don't want
kind
to drink a lot in a night, then maybe you get this because you wouldn't be drinking that much.
because you wouldn't want to finish it.
Right.
It's not like a bad flavor. It's not like disgusting. I just think it's a lack of flavor that kind of throws me off. I don't like those flavored waters you get at the gas stations a lot of times because there's really like just a hint of flavor. It's like they screwed up the batch. And,
That's not true. Not the ones I get.
well, ones
So I
that
get
I've
the
tried.
Propel, and I get the grape, and I definitely taste the grape in that. It's just not that good, is it?
Not really.
No. So that's
But it's
why
not bad, so I guess that's why people like it.
maybe
Like,
I
I'm
don't
drinking alcohol, but it tastes like not very flavored water.
maybe a lot of people maybe I don't know, maybe they
Or maybe black cherry's
Like
just a
it.
bad flavor.
I don't know. The Irish people drink this and they really like the White Claw stuff.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
people like the White Claw.
So there's like this YouTube channel that we watch and it's called Irish People Try. They
Yeah,
try
the
like
Try channel, I think is what it's called.
the Try channel, yeah.
Something like that.
Anyways, if you've not checked that out, it's hilarious.
It is
They
hilarious.
do alcohol, they do snacks, they do
I pretty much only watch the
they
alcohol
did
ones.
Krispy Kremes one time. They got Krispy Kremes from America.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Ireland. It's not as like their latest episodes because they're all like they have to have that big, huge plexiglass in between them, you know, because of the COVID stuff. So it's not as entertaining,
Right. Still pretty
but
funny, though.
it's still pretty funny.
I mean, it's Irish people getting drunk, so
yeah, it's lovely,
it's funny.
and they have that fun Irish accent that I just love. I can understand everything they say though, so there's that. So yeah, that's a fun channel. Check that out.
Yeah, for sure.
And they try this sparkling water stuff, and White Claw was one of them. So then you can see their reactions.
Right.
So
But they were
it's
probably drunk by
not-
that point.
it's
They
not
probably did like a
really-
whiskey one before that, and then
no, well maybe I guess maybe
'Cause
that
they
we
film-
don't see.
right.
Yeah. So, it's not in our book. It's not really a keeper.
no, I wouldn't buy it. That's for sure.
Well, I bought it once. I'm not going to buy it again. I'm trying to open this up. All right, so
All right.
Wasted on You by Evanescence. You ready?
Yep.
You done with your noises over there?
I think so. It's very bubbly.
It is bubbly. I don't need drugs. I'm already 6 feet low, wasted on you, waiting for a miracle. I can't move on. Feels like we're frozen in time. I'm wasted on you. Just pass me the bitter truth. Love, don't you remember? We were the ones. Nothing could ever change in love. It's easier not to believe we have broken everything. But here we are, numb my head till I can't think anymore, but I still feel the pain. I don't need drugs. I'm already 6 feet low, wasted on you, waiting for a miracle. I can't move on. Feels like we're frozen in time. I'm wasted on you. Just pass me the bitter truth. Once this was a garden. This was our world. All of the nightmares stayed in the dark. A little too much time by yourself. And you become the enemy. Just look at us now. Drowning slowly just to stay true. I don't need drugs. I'm already 6 feet low, wasted on you, waiting for a miracle. I can't move on. I feel like we're frozen in time. I'm wasted on you. Just pass me the bitter truth. Will I ever be the same? Am I strong enough to change? Is it in my blood? Shield my eyes to face the day. Come too far to slip away, but it's killing me to go on without you. I don't need drugs. I'm already 6 feet low. I'm wasted on you, waiting for a miracle. I can't move on, like we're frozen in time. I'm wasted on you. Just pass me the bitter truth. And that's it.
That's it, huh?
That's it. And it was written by Amy Lee, who's the singer, Jen Majera, Tim McCord, Troy McLaughlin, and Will Hunt. So I don't know if that's just, we'll see in the about. I really don't know their names in the band. So, But yeah, that's the song.
All right. What's your first impressions?
That a breakup. I mean, that's kind of what it's like, a breakup song.
Yeah.
It's kind of my impression.
Okay. Well, let's go through this.
Break it down.
Break it down. All right. So, I don't need drugs. I'm already 6 feet low. Wasted on you, waiting for a miracle. So, but like, I don't need drugs. I'm already 6 feet low. Wasted on you, I guess is why you wouldn't need drugs. But if she's already 6 feet low, it's like you think you'd want drugs to pick you up. But not that you should use drugs.
No.
But I'm just saying. Waiting for a miracle. I can't move on. Feels like we're frozen in time. I'm wasted on you. Just pass me the bitter truth. So basically, she can't move on because she's still in love with him or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's the first vibe I get. It's just love. Don't you remember? We were the ones. Nothing could ever change in love. It's easier not to believe we have broken everything. But here we are. Numb my head till I can't think anymore, but I still feel the pain. So, love, don't you remember? That's written as a question. So is that we were the ones? Nothing could ever change in love. I mean, that's just kind of weird. Written weird. I don't like the way that's written. Probably rhymes when she's singing it or something, or
Yeah.
flows better, but
Probably.
so I'm guessing she's like, don't you remember we were in love kind of thing?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
We're the ones. It's easier not to believe we have broken everything. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously you try to pretend everything's normal.
Right.
That's easier than dealing with
Yeah.
the pain.
Maybe they have kids in the relationship, so they're trying to pretend.
That could be. Damn kids. But here we are, numb my head till I can't think anymore. So
How's she numbing her head?
yeah, I don't know. She don't need drugs.
Maybe she is taking something.
I don't know. But I still feel the pain.
Yeah, so it doesn't do nothing.
No.
Because it's like inner, it's not outer.
So I think this is pretty much the same chorus, isn't it? I don't need drugs. I'm already 6 feet low.
Yeah, that's the same chorus.
Wasted on you, waiting for a miracle. I can't move on. Feels like we're frozen in time. I'm wasted on you. Just pass me the bitter truth.
So, like, because she says, just pass me the bitter truth, like, maybe she was waiting on his, like, move. Like, what are you going to do? What do you want to do?
No,
You
that
know.
could be, yeah.
You know what I mean? So she's just there until he says that he wants to leave, that he wants to fix it,
Right.
that he wants her to leave. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That could be. Or basically, she already knows the answer, but she just needs to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Once this was a garden. This was our world. So, I mean, this was what we were, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All of the nightmares stayed in the dark. So that's kind of an interesting line.
Mm-hmm.
All of the nightmares stayed in the dark. So basically, I think all the faults probably in the relationship, like cheating or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That, but I think all that was just kind of not talked about.
Right,
Like
kinda
they
just-
knew it, but it was just pushed under the rug,
Yeah.
pretend we're happy.
Yeah.
A little too much time by yourself and you become the enemy. Ain't that the truth, though?
Yeah.
You get too much in your head. And,
Right.
yeah.
Especially if you're in a relationship that you can't talk to the other person,
Yeah.
then you're kind of isolated at that point.
Right. And all you do is think probably everything's your fault.
Right.
Which I'm guessing is why
Mm-hmm.
you become the enemy. Just look at us now, drowning slowly just to stay true. So, yeah, it sounds like it's just a horse shit relationship.
Right.
Who knows what's happened and why it's that way, but, they're just staying together just because it's easier
Right.
than dealing with the pain and of the breakup. So she goes through with, I don't need the drugs. I'm not going to read the full chorus again.
Okay.
Unless you want me to.
No, you're good.
Because it's...
exactly the same.
Yep. So, will I ever be the same? Am I strong enough to change? Is it in my blood? So, I mean, that's stuff we all battle with.
Yeah.
No matter what.
It's
in
interesting.
Life.
She says, is it in my blood? So maybe she's seen this with her parents or something, you know? So, like, is it in her blood to continue on with this horrible relationship because that's all she knows?
Right.
So that's an interesting lyric.
Yeah. It's true. Shield my eyes to face the day. So basically, I don't shield my eyes to face the day. So I think that's just kind of like putting blinders on. You don't see the negative or what's wrong in your life. You're just
like pretending everything's just rosy.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to work, do whatever, like a normal person. But when they don't want to, they're probably sleeping in separate bedrooms and whatever else. I mean, whatever kind of. And that could go with anything in your life, pretty much. People just get in that rut and just do it. Come too far to slip away, but it's killing me to go on without you. So come too far to slip away. I think that's kind of like, I think it's either like...
I think she's saying that, well, because she said it's hard to move on without you, so I've come so far to slip away. Like, I mean, I'm sure there were happy moments.
Right.
And she's come a long way in that relationship, and sometimes it can be like you're married for, 15 years, and...
Right.
I mean, some people don't just get divorced within a year. Sometimes it can be years.
Yeah,
so,
if you have kids and all that. And
that's a long time.
You invest a lot into that relationship. You hate just to give it all up.
Exactly. So I think that's kind of what where it's going.
It almost sounds like maybe I don't get the vibe that like somebody like he cheated on her or anything like that. It just feels like they kind of just grew apart.
Yeah. Again.
Like they just probably live their separate lives and...
Right. Seems to be like a theme within some of these songs.
Right.
But just written different ways from different perspectives.
Then the chorus. I'll just go through the chorus one last time.
Okay.
Keep it fresh in your head.
Ooh, okay.
I don't need drugs. I'm already 6 feet low. Which, I mean, 6 feet low, that's kind of interesting to put it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, usually people say I'm 6 feet down or something like that. I'm wasted on you. So, I mean, like, she uses good, like, using the word wasted after you say you don't need drugs, she's already wasted on you. Or is it not, like, wasted as the, like, alcohol or drug type, or is it, like, wasted, like...
Time?
Yeah.
Could be.
Like, I'm wasted on you, so maybe, like... Yeah, she, like, isn't appreciated anymore or wasted her time on him.
That kind of, yeah. That could be it.
Waiting for a miracle. I can't move on like we're frozen in time. I'm wasted on you. Just pass me the bitter truth. That is it. But, I mean, she got some interesting words and stuff the way she, wrote it. And nothing, I wouldn't say it's like a lyrical genius, written song, but...
Right.
But it's pretty, I mean, it's still... pretty good. We've all been in situations, maybe not relationship-wise, but we've all had bad relationships or whatever here and there, but...
Right.
I mean... But it sounds like she's got some serious time invested. And that's the way it comes across to me, like you were saying, that, definitely not just a year fling.
No. There's some time there, so...
Yeah.
Definitely.
It'd be, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do if I had kids and, if our relationship went bad all of a sudden. We have almost 20 years in our marriage.
We have, in our marriage. And then, so we have over 20 years together.
Right.
It's a long time.
Right. So I couldn't imagine being like, at that point, I mean, things turn to shit or something, but then how do you just give up on all that and start over? That's everything you really know.
Yeah, and that's why I think some people, like, hang on because like that person's like, wait a minute, we have all this time,
right?
Especially if they're the ones being kind of left behind, because like if they didn't see it coming or something and they're like, what, wait a minute, what? Tell me what I can do differently. Or maybe they're just stubborn and they're like,
Right.
no, you don't need that and I'm fine. But where are you going? What are you
Right.
doing?
But most of the time, I think in a relationship like that is that if you have that much time invested, it's really gone bad a long time ago.
Right.
Like it's probably been 5-6 years of them kind of slowly just drifting apart
Mm-hmm.
and doing their own thing, not really being in that relationship. And so, I mean, at what point is it better off
Right.
for both of your health just to go your separate ways?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It gets foreign to us because we've not even,
Right.
we talk all the time.
Yeah.
So
No,
we don't have
yeah.
any distance between us.
Right.
So, like, it's foreign to me to think of that, but I can.
If you buy these White Claws again, there might be some.
There might be some distance. I mean, you just took another sip, so.
Well, I got to finish it.
Oh, you don't have to.
There's starving children, overseas.
I don't think they're going to care that you're drinking White Claw.
That's what my mom told me when I was little. She said, boy, you better drink that White Claw.
Oh. All right, so a little bit about Evanescence.
Okay. You boot.
They are an American rock band founded in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1995 by, oh, heavens.
Oh, heavens. That was, they were founded by Oh Heavens?
Yep.
Nice.
By singer and pianist Amy Lee and guitarist Ben Moody. After recording independent albums, the band released their first full-length album, Fallen on Wind Up Records in 2003. And I remember that album. I think I had that album, and I really liked it. It
Yeah.
was new and different at the time, I think.
Right. I mean, she's a very talented singer. And
Yeah.
I mean, whether I'm a huge fan or not, it's not something that I would personally just listen to in my car.
Right.
But they do good music. It's not like they're bad music, and she is very talented.
Mm-hmm. So, after recording on the strength of hit singles Bring Me to Life and My Immortal, Fallen sold more than 17 million copies worldwide and helped the band win 2 Grammy Awards out of 6 nominations. A year later, Evanescence released their first live album, Anywhere But Home, which sold more than 1 million copies worldwide. In 2006, the band released their second studio album, The Open Door, which sold more than 5 million copies. So a little bit more about the early years. She met Ben Moody at a Christian youth camp in Little Rock, where Moody heard Lee play Meatloaf's "I'd Do Anything for Love."
That's a horrible song.
Okay. Note to self, don't do that song on this podcast, right?
Maybe the lyrics are fine. Maybe you actually know what the hell he's singing about. But the song itself was pretty bad.
So, and that's what I thought. I thought they were more of like a Christian band at first.
Yeah.
There were hints of that in the music and the lyrics and stuff. So, once signed, so in 2000, this is 2002, 2005. Once signed, the band they were relocated to Los Angeles.
There
No
goes
longer
their
in Little Rock, or Arkansas.
there goes their Bible camp.
Yep. They probably saw a lot in those first days. Like, oh my gosh. Given an apartment and a rehearsal space and enrolled in a gym. That part I didn't understand. Like, I don't know. They have to work out or what?
Well,
That's
she's
all
a
it says.
female in the early 2000s front woman.
So you think that she was forced to, like, get in shape?
Well, that wouldn't surprise me with the record labels and shitty they are.
Right. Lee was given acting and vocal classes. So she also had to take acting classes.
Yeah, they were grooming her to be a front woman.
Yep. After almost 2 years, producer Dave Fortman was brought in to produce their first album, Fallen. Record label executives initially refused to release the album unless the band would agree to add a full-time male co-vocalist. So
What?
there you go. Yeah. Is that not crazy?
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
That's the way the
like,
record labels. They're shady shit.
They are.
It's like
It's
politicians.
horrible. When the band would not agree to this demand, the label relented and insisted only on having a male vocalist in the album's lead single, Bring Me to Life. Lee was still not happy about this, but agreed to it. Well, you kind of have to, unfortunately, in this case, because it's like you're so new that you don't have you just don't have the authority to stand up to them as much as you should be able to.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Because they're the ones investing all the money at first. It's just so stupid. In 2006, 2009, for The Open Door, the album progressed slowly for several reasons, including Amy Lee's desire to maximize the creative process and to not rush production, and other band members' side projects. Because I remember, like, it took them a very long time to, like, create these albums, and I felt like, really got a lot from them. You know what I mean? But the 13-track album, The Open Door, was released in Canada and the United States on October 3rd, 2006. So the first one, what do we say? The first one was released in like 2003. And the second one, 2006. So that is kind of a long time for a new artist. And then in 2009, which is still 3 years again after that second album, they took a hiatus. So from 2009 to 2014, they took the hiatus. They were sold. Part of their catalog was sold. And the combined company, Concord Bicycle Music, was who they sold it to. And then in 2014, Amy Lee had filed a lawsuit against the formal record label Wind Up for like $1.5 million in unpaid royalties owed to the band. And then in 2014, they were released from their label. Isn't that crazy? Then in 2015 and 18, they returned, but they basically took all their songs and made it into like more of a orchestra and electronica album.
That's weird.
Yeah. So there was only like one new song titled High Low that starred Lindsey Sterling, which actually Lindsey Sterling is
she's really
a
good.
fantastic violinist. She is really good. So, but that's kind of the music that they went towards, which is completely different than what they had been doing. So I think that was, I definitely didn't really tune in for that. Like I like Lindsey Sterling and stuff like that, but it takes a certain like, I don't know, you have to be in the right mood to be able to listen to that music. I don't know if I'm ever in that mood, but it's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to listen to it live one day. Like I like orchestra and stuff like that, so I wouldn't mind to go to one live, but I wouldn't listen to it daily on a daily basis.
Right.
So yeah, so she was kind of out. So like those 2 albums and then this one. So 3 albums so far. That's it.
That's what I'm like, man, I don't remember that many albums from them, so that explains why.
That's why.
So it's still all the original members in this new album, I'm assuming?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, well, we'll assume.
We'll just assume.
But I mean, the song's not bad. I mean, it sounds more like Evanescence. I mean,
it does. It's going back to their roots. It's going back to their original stuff. So on April 17th, 2020, the band announced the title of their new album, The Bitter Truth, along with the artwork. The album's first single, Wasted on You, was released on April 24th, along with the music video. The music video was directed by P.R. Brown and included shots of the band members at home amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. And then on December 4th, 2020, it was announced that the album will be released March 26, 2021, and contain 12 tracks, including Evanescence outtake Take Cover. So I don't know what that means, but I know that she did do a couple like songs for games. Gears 5, that was one, and I actually really like that song. That song, Gears 5. And that is kind of similar to her stuff. It wasn't, it's got a little bit, I think, maybe the techno stuff in it, but and she's done. She did a song where she was kind of just the backup singer, but with Hailstorm. Do you know who Hailstorm is? Okay, so
I don't listen to them much, but I know who they are.
So she did a song with them. I can't remember what the song is called, but I really like that too. But she's just doing her signature
Right.
singing. So she's dabbled in a lot of like helping back other songs up. So I think she's stayed active like during her hiatus, you know what I mean? But just not. So really they only have 4 albums and stuff like that. But it's weird because they only have 4, but yet I think a lot of people would know who she is because
Right.
she had such a unique voice.
Yeah. What was the band that she sang with?
So Linkin Park was another one think they did a song with.
Not who I was thinking of, though. I can't remember. I can hear the song in my head, but who was it? I know the band. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Maybe I'll get my phone.
Seether.
Yes, I think they might have done with Seether.
I mean that's the kind of the genre she
does
with.
Yeah, for sure. I think she did a song with Seether, didn't she?
I think so.
But maybe it was her
she
song.
She did do Seether with Broken featuring Amy Lee.
Okay.
Is that song you're talking about?
No. But I was thinking it was their song that Bring Me to Life. But who was singing on that? I know the band that the guy's from. It's driving me crazy. 12 Stones. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't even say that in the YouTube thing.
Yeah, that's the 12 Stones was pretty good. They were a Christian rock too, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And
that was kind of the crowd.
Yeah, but it was I only know their first album. I don't know if 12 Stones did more or not, but he was a really good singer. And those two voices though together were really good. And of course with Seether, that guy's really good.
Yeah.
Not live, but well, like if you watch YouTube video of him singing live, amazing. But I've seen him live twice in concert, and he wasn't very good.
Yeah, I just wonder though if that was the work of the sound setup.
Well, the first one was definitely the sound setup on them. Because we've seen them with like 3 Days Grace, Trapped, Seether, and
and they each have their own sound person and their own little.
And their sound was like it'd come in crystal clear, then like get really muted, and I come back, and so I mean that was their sound guy. But it was kind of the same thing the second time I seen them, and it was like 5 years later, maybe. So either they liked that guy and he just wasn't good at his job, or don't worry about that. So yeah, it was. I don't know. Anyways, that's not about Seether. It's about.
Oh, that's true. It is about Amy Lee and Evanescence.
I've never seen her live.
We haven't, no. Maybe though. Maybe once we get out of this and she starts touring. Maybe we'll see some bands again. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, concert. What's that?
I know. People are gonna go crazy on the first concert they get to go to. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I don't even know if
you're gonna get contact high for sure.
Yeah, people are going to be like just crazy.
Yeah.
Like the mosh pit is going to be out of this world.
Right.
It'll be like not even when you're supposed to have a mosh pit, but they'll still go have a mosh pit just because.
Yeah.
They'll be like, people, yay!
Yeah. Like Ricky Skaggs concert and be a mosh pit in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. We saw him in concert.
Yeah,
remember that?
Twice.
I only remember once.
Yeah, once at the auditorium and then once at the in Rapids area. It wasn't as good the second time, but well, I wouldn't say he's not as good. The venue just wasn't very good there.
Right. Yeah, the first time.
It was like a gymnasium or something in that time. The first one was at the actual theater we have here.
Yep. And that was pretty good.
Yeah.
He can what's the thing he plays? The mandolin?
Yeah, he plays several different things, but yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. He's got to be old now though, right?
Oh yeah.
That's a long time ago.
He was old then.
We're going down memory lane completely.
Yep. Maybe we'll do an episode one time of just strictly concerts we've seen.
Yeah. Well, that's not a lot.
I've seen more than you, so.
Basically, have already talked about everything I've seen now.
Well, that's sad.
I did see...
Well, save it.
Okay, I'll save it. I have to find the name anyways, because I forget. It was like the songs like My Grandma Got Ran Over by Reindeer. That song.
Wow.
They do songs like that.
Wasn't that like the Youpers or something like that?
Yes, that's who twice.
Well, we definitely need to get you to some more concerts.
I know, some really good concerts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out their newest album.
Check it out. I can't tell you if it's good or not because it's not out yet.
Yeah. Pre-order it. Send them some love.
There you go.
There you go.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
Say, hey, this famous podcast sent us here.
Sent us here, and we're pre-ordering because they said so. Buy White Claw if you want to taste the horribleness that Brad thought it was.
It's not horrible. It's just lacking flavor.
Oh, okay. Right. If you want to taste a tasteless drink, go ahead and get some White Claw.
If you want alcohol that tastes like nothing, then that's it.
Right. Thanks for coming on our left-handed turn on to other topics. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you next time.
All righty. Cheers.
Bye.